say, get in and maybe I'll begin to feel like I feel once again.
To war, to murder, to hurt, scorch the skies and poison the earth, and watch the stumbling at first and partially fix it all again. Time is cracked, the warning sirens have faded. It's coming, either hell above or heaven below. The board has been set, your bed has been made. On the edge, as you realize you can't eat your money.
Hello everybody and welcome to COEW Wrestling episode 1 of season 4, and it is now starting off this show back at our normal venue in England, and it is going to be an 8-man battle royal for the number 1 contender. Well, the comedy. What fuck? How did he get that pyro in the building? That is probably not up to fire code at any stage, at any point. But we have the Jester in the building from COEW Wrestling last time. And, you know, I'm lost for words already. We're back at episode 1 of the series of this season, and we're going to be doing this weekly. It's good to be back, and at the moment, we have the Jester in the ring. Now, if you don't know who Jester is, a very new addition to COEW Wrestling. He was part of a match in COEW Wrestling Empire's Revival, where he actually was in the match of the night and put up a hell of an effort in the showcase match. And he is now entering this battle royal, this 8-man battle royal with the likes of Darby Allin, Trick Williams, Wesley, I think. I could be wrong. I don't think Wesley's in here, but I do think Cedric is. And, like, yeah, this is an all-star battle royal. Now, to put into context with this match, at the special show, obviously, there was a ladder match that had a lot of contestants, and almost everybody immediately lost because Pete Dunne decided, I can't wrestle this, brother, and grabbed the title, and nobody thought it would be a good idea to, you know, get the man who's taking the belt off of the, you know, place that is hanging from down so that then the match can continue. So, instead, COEW Wrestling Management has decided that we are going to have a battle royal to determine the number 1 contender for Pete Dunne's championship that will face him next week on COEW Wrestling, and that's what this match is for. We have Darby Allin here. Darby has appeared on COEW Wrestling before, many of times, but this is, I think, his first proper chance for a title shot. I know he appeared in the initial flyweight tournament, but yeah. And Kyle O'Reilly making his way down to the ring. Kyle O'Reilly, accomplishments that I will list here. He is a multi-time COEW Wrestling Tag Team Champion. And I think he has won the COEW Wrestling Heavyweight Championship. I remember at some point he won that. I could be wrong, which is very bad since I've literally commentated every single one of these shows, and you can fact check me in the comments or in chat if anybody has reference on that. But Kyle O'Reilly, nevertheless, has been a very much an accomplished wrestler. And him going into the Flyweight Championship division, if he goes against Pete Dunne, they are both matched, technically, in the ring. Both of them are very much technical wrestlers. They can submit you in many different ways. Pete may be a little bit more advanced than Kyle, but even then, Kyle has his kickboxing background, or not really kickboxing, just his MMA background that he has learned from, and is dangerous with strikes as well. And seeing them both wrestle, I honestly, I must, as much as I must be unbiased on these shows, I would not want to think about, well, not think about, I would not be disapproving of seeing that match happen. But speaking of which, another person who was on COEW Wrestling Empire Revival and actually lost the match that had the aerial assassins in it, it is now Ricochet. Ricochet having his first singles match in a long while, by himself without Will Ospreay in the Aerial Assassins tag team, and he is going for the Flyweight Championship. And honestly, Ricochet embodies the flyweight division a lot more than a lot of the wrestlers that we have had. And as just like that, I'm already doing flips in the ring, posing in front of the crowd. This man is... he is the one and only, I guess. Like, he is... possibly would outpace Pete Dunne if he was in the match with him. But, you know, again, he's only really won tag matches. This is his first time in a while being in a singles competitor or in a singles capacity. Our next challenger coming out is one of Pete Dunne's oldest best friends, former stablesmate of British Strong Style. It is Tyler Bate. And that introduction name card is way different than I would have expected. Did not know that he had a special one. But Tyler Bate coming out here. One of the youngest champions ever in a company with the 3 letters that we're not going to name. Being at 19 years old, winning the inaugural United Kingdom Championship. In the first tournament that they did there. And maybe he's here to win titles again. Tyler Bate has had a spotty run in COEW Wrestling. He has won a few matches and has lost a few matches. British Strong Style mate with Trent Seven as well in tag team scene. But Tyler looking to get that win, looking to become champion again, and maybe fighting against his former friend in Pete Dunne. Maybe even dragging him back to the light. Who knows? But these two have had history and they know each other inside and out. And our next contestant coming into the ring tonight. The lights are shining bright for this man. It's a little bit orange, but it is shining bright nonetheless. It is Orange Cassidy making his debut again at COEW Wrestling Empire Revival. And Orange Cassidy, former champion in different companies. We can talk about his runs with the International Championship in the other company. But I personally would like to say that, like, his showing at the last special show that we had, it wasn't great, but nobody really had a chance to show off what they had. Because, you know, Pete Dunne won it in, like, less than a minute. The entrances combined were longer than the actual fucking match itself. So, Orange Cassidy, this match right here, we're going to write off the last match they had. This match is to show who he is to the audience of this show. And to show it to anybody who doesn't know who Orange Cassidy is. Orange Cassidy is an elite level athlete. He can trick people into thinking that he's a lazy wrestler. That he doesn't care about what happens. Or like, you know, King of Sloth style and all. But when he gets down to it, he can manipulate people into thinking that he's an easy target. And he always just manages to win. He always manages to get under people's skin, make them make mistakes, and take advantage of it. And then outperforms them in like almost every category to like a surprising effect. So this is why Orange Cassidy winning this match is probable. Like, to be fair, everybody winning this match so far that I've talked about, I've listed all their pros and cons, or at least just the pros of it. Orange Cassidy is the outlier in this match where it's like, you can say, oh, Orange Cassidy will not do well against XYZ person. Like, everybody behind them, they have strengths against Orange Cassidy. The problem is, Orange has overcame these odds before, and so it's the wild card prediction if anybody wants to choose Orange Cassidy on that front. But another person coming down the ring in COEW Wrestling is Cedric Alexander, a wrestler who I haven't noticed. What is the word for it? Haven't seen in a while in any wrestling ring. Which is shocking, as Cedric is one of the greatest to ever step foot in, like, the flyweight division or the cruiserweight division, depending on what you would call it. And Cedric is looking at getting that form of glory, and is looking to make a big splash in Colorado Wrestling. And I wish him good luck. In fact, I wish everybody good luck, but especially him, for this match. Our next contestant, the lights have gone out, and it is Wesley. Again, the same situation with Orange Cassidy. Last match that I had at the special show, we're writing it off because of the fact that, like, literally nobody had a good showing in that match because Pete Dunne just won the thing immediately. So Wesley, in the same boat as Ricochet, can probably outpace Pete Dunne and anyone in this match. Ricochet and Wesley are sort of in the same boat, in my opinion, of quickness, the ability to just wiggle their way out of everything and use their speed to their advantage in this match. So they are sort of just cancel each other out. But also Wesley, like, he might be able to outsmart some people. And the recent brutality that he's shown on a different company that we will not name, he might have an advantage if he sneaks underneath the bottom rope and gets a weapon. That is legal, but the match is underway. We've got all of our contestants. I'm unsure who will win this, but I am looking forward to see it, and good luck to everybody in this match. Inverted Frankenstein from Darby Allin to Wesley. Darby Allin, the daredevil that would literally put his body on the line for any sort of, like, I wouldn't say comeuppance, but like any sort of advantage. Quickly, Ricochet dropping Kyle O'Reilly on his head. Cedric Alexander almost being thrown out the ring, but catching himself to go in. Orange Cassidy and Ricochet in the corner right there. Jester also in the corner with Tyler Bate, but Tyler Bate looking to deal more punishment instead of trying to throw out. The way how the Battle Royale matches work, if you don't know wrestling, to quickly explain it, you have to throw your opponents over the top rope, not underneath, over the top rope, so that then they both feet touch the floor. And in that scenario, and Tyler Bate breaking the fingers, by the way, there. Sorry about that, but good to note that. Both feet have to touch the floor for the person to be eliminated. The last person who is still inside the ring wins the match. That's how Battle Royals work. Currently, Ricochet being eliminated off the bat right there by Darby Allin and Kyle O'Reilly. Wesley with a cheap shot straight to the back of the head of Kyle O'Reilly. But Ricochet immediately being taken out of this match. Not a good sign for Ricochet after me saying that he hasn't been used to these, like, sort of single matches encounter. Even though it's a multi-man match, it's still technically singles because of the fact that, you know, he doesn't have a tag partner to rely on. And now he's just eliminated immediately from that. So that is interesting to note. And quickly, Kyle O'Reilly teaming up with Wesley to take down Orange Cassidy. Wesley and Kyle O'Reilly are not taking any chances with Orange Cassidy. And you know what? That is probably a good thing, is to not, like, underestimate Orange Cassidy, because that's usually the downfall of many people. Jester eliminating Cedric Alexander with a clothesline over the ropes and a shotgun drop kick to Darby Allin. Immediately now we're down to 6 people. Jester fighting Tyler Bate in the corner. Kyle O'Reilly with a double underhook suplex taking down to the canvas. Immediately with clothesline to the back of the head, taking down Wesley and Kyle O'Reilly. Righteous DDT from Tyler Bate to Jester. And a deadlift German suplex. Well, not really deadlift, just more of an arcing suplex there. Jester with quickly with a drop kick, like, leap over. Wesley trying to eliminate Darby Allin, getting him to the outside, trying to push him out with his little feet, his delicious little feet, but Darby quickly elbowing it, getting back into the ring. Almost eliminated there, but Darby is still in the fight. Darby Allin now going after Jester, quickly landing in some stiff strikes, knocking Jester onto his knees before going after Tyler Bate and looking to stomp him in the back of the head. Jester and Darby still battling out. Orange Cassidy taking down Wesley there for a second, and is now looking for a quick Dragon Sleeper in a match which has no submissions. Even if Wesley taps out, it doesn't eliminate him. He has to be thrown over the ropes. Pinfall and submissions don't work. And Jester with the second elimination taking out Darby Allin. Jester again proving that he's doing a lot of the work in this match and proving that he is a top tier competitor, or at least proving himself in COEW Wrestling. And quickly, Orange Cassidy takes out Cedric Alexander, who tried to eliminate him. An orange punch straight to Jester. A thing that I also want to point out, which I didn't point out before because I had to commentate other moves. Tyler Bate is busted open, I think, from Jester's forearm or elbow straight to the eye. And as you can see from the side of his head, his eyebrow or temple has been busted open. Blood, initially for wrestlers, it can give you adrenaline. It can give you the power to, you know, be motivated. And quickly, Kyle O'Reilly and Tyler Bate working to take out Jester there, who was being a problem in this match for them, eliminating 2 people earlier on. Kyle O'Reilly being backdrop driver by Orange Cassidy. But yeah, the blood gives you an initial adrenaline boost, but can wear you out and make you feel woozy and dizzy the more you bleed in this match. So Tyler Bate needs to make sure that he can stay on top of his opponents and get them out as fast as possible. Orange Cassidy looking to take out Kyle O'Reilly, and he does. It is now Orange Cassidy versus Tyler Bate, who's bleeding from the forehead as well, not just the temple. This man has got 2 cuts. Orange Cassidy quickly ducking underneath him. Jumping over, going down underneath. Again, Orange Cassidy managed to dodge out the way. Kick to the leg, hamstrings area. And now looking to eliminate Orange Cassidy. Looking to throw him over. Orange looking like he's barely holding on. Orange being over the ropes. All he needs to do is just kick him out underneath. He has one hand on the ropes. But Orange Cassidy quickly getting back in after the near elimination that we have just saw. Orange Cassidy now looking to hit a Hurricane Rana. No, Stun Dog Millionaire with a stunner just to make sure he is down for the count. Looking to throw him to the outside of the ring. Nope, Snapmare into the canvas. Looking for the kick to the chest there, a Pele kick, but that didn't really work. Tyler Bate quickly getting up out of it. Looking for the Tyler Driver 91. I think that's the correct date, but it is the Tyler Driver. And now looking to throw out Orange Cassidy. Could he win? And he does. We're going to have Pete Dunne versus Tyler Bate at the next week's show for the COEW Wrestling Flyweight Championship. Tyler Bate is a bit bloody. Is there blood coming out of his eye? Oh, I think it's dripping down into his eyes. We're gonna get him. We're gonna get him a little bit of a band-aid in the backstage. But well done to Tyler Bate for winning this match, and we will see you next week against Pete Dunne. That match is going to be fucking glorious, if it's to anything to go by from their past encounters. Our next match tonight will be the Kings of the Black Throne fighting against 2 debuting superstars. But first we're going to have coming out, I do not know if this is Malachi Black or Brody King. It could be either of them, and oh yeah, it's Brody King, and oh my lord, he is fucking intimidating.
Los Angeles, California, weighing in at 285 pounds, Brody King.
Brody King making his way down the ramp. The Kings of the Black Throne, former PWG Tag Team Champions. With Malachi Black. Well, not even with Malachi Black. The Kings of Black Throne is just Brody King and Malachi Black. So they have won tag gold. They are a very good tag team in the tag division across many companies that they have been in. And it's Brody King's debut. It's his first time in COEW Wrestling, and I am terrified of the people that he's going to be going up against for them, because this man, to put into context, this man choked someone out, essentially hanging them off of the side of the ring apron so their feet was dangling in a sleeper hold, and then just dropped them like a sack of potatoes just to win a match. And just inflicts pain onto his opponents. Not to win, just because just pain. I would not want to put anybody in the ring with Brody King, because I would be worried about their health. But within saying that, possibly the only other person that I would be afraid of more than Brody King at this current point in time is this man, the former COEW Wrestling Heavyweight Champion, 2-time Heavyweight Champion as well, Malachi Black. And just a pyro going off as well around him. He is walking down the ring for business. And I don't want to start conspiracy theories, but I am slightly concerned about the new challengers, because these new challengers are debuting on the show. Not just like COEW Wrestling, they're debuting in wrestling, full stop. This will be their first ever match, and they're going against a former world champion who is pissed the fuck off and is planning to enact vengeance upon anyone, and the fire that is just going off on the stage is not making this easier for me to think that this isn't just like sacrificing two humans, to Brody King and Malachi Black. But I'm not in management, I cannot say what they're thinking. I can only just point out that this is going to be a massacre if these two guys haven't been trained to the highest standard. But Malachi, both men are now in the ring. Brody King wearing white, Malachi wearing black. And coming out is now going to be, if the camera will pan over, it's taking a moment. It is Raffaello and Romano. Both of these men making a debut in COEW Wrestling, has never actually wrestled, as I have stated previously on this show.
Combined weight of 391 pounds.
Okay, they're just saying the combined weight of these two people. just leave it off as that. Raffaello and Romano are both in the ring, both ready to fight. I have no idea if they're gonna survive this, but I Godspeed you two. Just all you have to do is survive. And okay, they gave each other a big old hug just before the match. Well, who's starting off this fight? I am unsure. Oh, it's Brody King starting off on the Kings of the Black Throne versus Raffaello. We'll see how this goes. The bell is rung quickly with a grapple, and immediately Brody King throwing. Oh Jesus! Okay, well, immediately scouting out Brody King. Brody King about to dive into the corner after Raffaello. But Brody King being kicked in the face. Romano now being entered into the match, and now going after the arm, trying to wrench the arm over the ropes. Those are cable tied ropes. They're not like actual ropes, they're like cable. It hurts when you do stuff like that. And Romano taking down the big man, seemingly targeting that arm of Brody King, and just a knee straight to the dome piece of his head. Romano being thrown into the ropes and discus clothesline, taking down the He's getting back up immediately from that discus clothesline. Like, that is impressive, but the size difference is something to be known about. It seems like speed is being used by Romano to quicken Brody King. But and now they're both actually doing a tag move, and a double backstabber straight to Brody King. Looks like that they are trying their best to oh Jesus! Elbow straight to the head. Trying to keep swapping between the two to confuse the Kings of the Black Throne, and also like, cutter over off the top rope, and a quick spinning leg drop to take down Brody King. Quickly going around to the outside and thrown into the steel steps by Brody King. A 4 count by the referee. Going a big woo at the ref. And why is Raf just not moving? I guess he's like thinking. Brody King beating up Romano on the outside, and Raf had enough of it, quickly breaking down the face. Just a inverted swing blade face down into the canvas, and Romano wants a piece of the action, quickly screaming into the sky, and Malachi Black can now join in the fray, going in for his kick strikes immediately with spinning heel kick, snapmare, basic bitch move, and all of wrestling, and then quickly followed up with a knee strike. Malachi immediately going on top of Romano to make sure that he doesn't get any, I wouldn't say comeuppance, but getting any offense in this match. Both teams are currently, well, I would say both teams are following tag, like, cutting off the rings, staying in their own side. It's mainly actually been Raffaello and Darius. And Darius, not Darius, Romano, sorry, I can't. Romano doing that. And a quick kick to the gut, looking in for a Dragon Sleeper from Malachi Black, trying to submit Romano, but Romano quickly with a snapmare. Looking to throw Malachi to the outside. And I'm guessing he's just yelling at them to come on, and quickly takes down Brody King after Brody King punching him in the corner when he wasn't the legal man. Romano just went, you know what, here's a receipt, spears him to the ground, and then elbow strikes him. And immediately just going round to the head, Romano taking down both men. I would not suggest having Romano fight two members of the Kings of the Black Throne by himself. But so far, they're doing a lot better than I expected. And now a 5 count by the ref. Malachi seemingly wanting to throw Romano back into the ring. Romano getting back into the ring. Malachi cutting off the attempt to escape. Quick tag in right there with Romano quickly getting up, trying to go into a grapple exchange there with Brody King, and a sidewalk slam immediately down to the canvas. And again, Romano just keeps trying to get back up. He is not staying down for 1 second. All the way through Meteora, straight down into the canvas. But again, he is not staying down. He's always moving. He's always on the go. And Malachi turning to the crowd. Probably not the best idea to do that. Now quickly tagging in to Raffaello. Raffaello probably not impressed with all of what he's just seen. Russian leg sweep. And oh, what is the submission? Octopus hold. And from the Russian leg sweep, looking to try to submit Malachi there. And quickly Malachi with some strikes to the face, breaking out of the submission. Also, the ropes were nearby there. That could be down to inexperience. Because, you know, their first ever wrestling match. Deadlift. Exploder from Malachi to Raffaello. Raffaello quickly getting up. And Malachi looking for a brainbuster, dropping him on the dome of his head. And Rafa again getting up after just a simple brainbuster and looking to just dish out some more damage. But again, Malachi, the experience, the level of athlete he is compared to these two, I am surprised that they're still in this. Double stomp straight to the chest to just take down this man. But they are fighting back. And now Brody King entering the ring again, and Raffaello actually getting hold of Brody King. Quick jab into the corner and looking to now stomp on the ankle using the ropes there. And a little bit of a limp there from Brody King, and a quick kick up Insigiri after a roll up. Raffaello using speed instead of strength to take down Brody King in this fight. And, oh, wheelbarrow, but Brody King immediately knees straight to the face. Trying to be a bit flashy, but that did not work out too well. And now just chucking Raph across the ring. Brody King looking to tag in Malachi Black. And Raph immediately with a right hook just to the face of Malachi Black. Just goes like, nah. A quick springboard drop kick in the corner. Fuck. Just immediately launching himself from the corner, and only a 1 count from that. Oh, Black Mass or the end. Black Mass really on this show. 1, 2, and a kick out at 2. That move has put away so many people in the past, and that only got a 2 count. Here, that is surprising. Brody King, though. Dante's Inferno. Oh! Compressing that neck of Raffaello, going in for the cover. Romano quickly breaking up the pinfall and knocking out the ref. Just the double axe handle straight to the back of the head of the ref right there. Malachi not looking too pleased about it. And immediately Black Mass again take down 1, 2, 3. And the Kings of the Black Throne win this match, but without a fighting effort from Raffaello and Romano. That was surprising, to say the least, how much offense was handled there. I'm not saying that, you know, they wouldn't be able to fight them, but that was a lot more of a fight and didn't stay down after one. Like, it took 3 finishers to take them down. So that is pretty impressive for their debut, but congratulations to Kings of the Black Throne for getting a win here tonight on Cult of Edward Wrestling. Right, our next match here tonight, after that brilliant tag match and the fighting effort from Raffaello and Romano, it is now the triple threat match of Top versus Saradamon versus the truest last true soldier, Kurt Angle.
Weighing in at 238 pounds, T.O.P.
Top, part of the Art of Suffering with Edward. Both men have actually lost at the special show, and Top wants to get a win underneath his belt in this season. And like, Kurt Angle, and you know, Kurt Angle hasn't wrestled that much last season, or hasn't wrestled at the last special show. So Kurt Angle also wants to get a win underneath his belt to kick off this season and maybe challenge for the heavyweight title again, or the hardcore title. And Saradamon being the outlier in this, because all of these, the Kurt Angle and Top, been in this season, like been in last year's season before. In fact, Kurt was running a faction called the Last True Soldiers, which has mostly disbanded. There's really only Samoa Joe and him, and they have mutually agreed to part ways. Leaving Kurt Angle to literally be the last one to fly that banner of being the last true professional wrestler, the last true fighter in professional wrestling. In the Last True Soldiers group, that was their motto, that they were the last true fighters in professional wrestling, and that they would be on the front lines all the time. And Top, like, he wants the heavyweight title. He wants championship gold. Him losing the hardcore title before, and then losing the tag team titles, and then losing the heavyweight title now. He's not had like any wins that can put him into that contention scene. And plus, this is a new season, so all records before are like, you know, they're not null and void, but, you know, the records from before aren't in this season. So getting a win now could project things more favorably for Top in future, for future title shots and stuff. But as I was going to say, those two have been in the seasons. They both have been in Season 3. Saradamon hasn't. Saradamon has debuted on the last show in the showcase match, which was match of the night, and I put on a very good fight. But Saradamon is going to be thrown again into the deep end a little bit here by fighting against main event level athletes, people who have challenged for titles in COEW wrestling, people who have won titles. Top has won the tag team championships, the hardcore championships multiple times, the heavyweight championship multiple times. He has won those belts. He has holded on to those titles and been the face of this company before. And Kurt Angle has led a faction that has won gold in this company multiple times. In fact, originally Kurt was a manager. He wasn't even going to be a wrestler, but then he became a wrestler to, like, continue his, like, mission statement. And so Saradamon is going to now be in the ring with, like, a fucking wrestling machine, and also someone who actively does not give a fuck if he injures people in order to get wins. Because the Art of Suffering, they don't care who they hurt or wins and... Well, no, they do care about wins and losses, but they don't care who they hurt to get there. The crowd chanting "You suck" at Kurt Angle as he is walking down to the ring. That is very harsh for him, but Kurt Angle marching down to the ring after being told he sucks, the Olympic gold medalist. Also, another thing I got to mention about Kurt Angle, which I haven't really mentioned because I'm bouncing between points at the moment. Kurt won a real, legit medal for wrestling in the Olympics with a broken neck. He says this all the time, but it is a point that we need to point out here. That he has done that. Top's methods of beating people to a pulp and probably, like, injuring them to get titles and to just, like, win. Kurt is literally a counterpoint that he will wrestle through the pain to get the win and will break people's ankles. He's in there, like, Swanman is in there with two dangerous people that will do anything to win a match or will, like, significantly could impact not just his career but his life. And, you know, it's now a triple threat match, and best of luck to him. In fact, best of luck to all of these wrestlers. But currently at the moment, Sorodimon trying to get Kurt Angle down for a bit and did succeed, but Top immediately taking him down. Kurt with German suplex, the wrestling machine, fighting for his country in America, even though he's in the UK. He's on foreign soil. Top, however, trying to throw everybody in the corner right there. And Top is mainly focusing on Kurt Angle. And that could be down to just not thinking that Sorodimon is a big threat. Why would you need to attack Sorodimon when you could just attack someone who has been a threat and probably has beaten you in the past? But Kurt Angle not taking anyone not seriously. He's taking everybody as a threat. He is making sure that he's targeting everybody exactly for this match. And you know what? That is probably a good strategy. Monkey flips all around and is just attacking everybody he possibly can to win the match. Because even if you don't have to be pinned or submitted to lose this match. You just need to be the last person to pin someone, pin like one of the other guys, and then you win. Like, it isn't an elimination match, it's just a normal triple threat, and everybody here wants to win because they want to climb up the ladder to, like, do well. Olympic Slam! Alright, that's completely, like, off the bat, like, way too soon. Olympic Slam from Kurt Angle, and Kurt Angle picking the ankle right there, going after Top, and this is what I mean. Kurt Angle targeting both superstars, both wrestlers, to make sure that, you know, he can get the win there. Sorodimon doing a kick up there to make sure Kurt Angle did not submit Top at the moment. But, like, again, Kurt Angle, Olympic Slam, hitting his finisher on Sorodimon, taking him down to the canvas, making him go down. Oh, Jesus Christ, chair shots to the back of the head from Top. But yeah, Olympic Slam, taking down Sorodimon. So then he's out of commission, and then immediately rolls through, picks the ankle, and locks in the ankle lock on Top. Immediately trying to disable one of the opponents so that then they can't break it up, while then going after the other one to get the win. That is how a triple threat scenario should work. That is how it can work. And the fact that that did just happen, like, Kurt is already strategizing what he needs to do in order to win this match. And a quick Death Valley driver onto the knee. And Top quickly throwing over Sorodimon, and a knee strike straight to the jaw. And again, breaking up the pinfall there, but I think it was just a double axe handle to the fucking face, breaking it of Sorodimon. Sorodimon not really dealing well right now with these two competitors, swarming them like a prey at the moment. Kurt Angle locking in a crossface there, but Top deciding not to break it up. Double drop kick straight to the shotgun drop kick, I should say, to the chest. And now looking in for the F5 from Top. And immediately Sorodimon going in with a running knee strike, landing that knee strike straight to the face of Top. Dragging him more into the center of the ring, but Kurt Angle's prone body stopping that from happening. Solomon rolling over top, and now looking in for the inverted cloverleaf. Locking in the submission right there, trying to again go after the legs. Both Kurt Angle and Solomon have been targeting the legs at the top, and again another ankle lock. And a quick punch to the face of Kurt Angle, breaking up the submission again. I would say probably submissions in these sorts of matches isn't the best strategy, but it's certainly not the worst either. I mean, a win is a win, and a 2 for... Well, Kurt just won. I think Kurt knocked out Top by ground pounded him after hitting the ankle lock. Because that strike to the jaw and then immediately going in for the pinfall right there. And Top seemingly was knocked out. We're going to get medical staff to check on Top. But congratulations Kurt Angle for winning this match here tonight. And yeah, Kurt's celebrating with the crowd. Almost like he had everything under control and according to plan. Okay, so... we're getting some reports backstage of something happening. We got a cameraman going down to backstage area. We don't know what's happening currently, but we will try to be with you as soon as we can to see what's happening. It seems that there's an incident happening currently. As we can see, and CM Punk and Edward are grappling backstage. Welcome back to COEW Wrestling. CM Punk was meant to come out to the crowd to address his fans, but seemingly that there's an incident going on backstage between the former hardcore champion and LP 123. CM Punk, however, handling it, grabbing a shovel. CM Punk immediately grabbing hold of the shovel, trying to smack some sense into LP 123 backstage, and immediately just smacking that thing into the head of the former hardcore champion. This is not looking good. Why is there like no security back here? We got a cameraman hiding behind like a car, and 1960 on the concrete floor. Ouch! That is head first onto the concrete. CM Punk being censored by the car. I think the cameraman... oh, where is this cameraman going? Why are you out close to the action? Please stop this fight. This is not good. A double knee straight to the spine of CM Punk. And, like, now CM Punk grabbing hold of Edward P123. Both men dragging each other along out here. Chop to the chest, punch to the face. Double koala chops right there. Punch to the back of the head. It's not koala chops, it's Mongolian chops. And now looking for a submission hold on the outside. Like, CM Punk... I don't know who initiated the fight backstage, but it's happening nonetheless. And now quickly, oh, judo throw straight down onto the concrete. CM Punk obviously dealing more of the damage out of the two by using the shovel earlier. And both men, oh, looking for the GTS. Go to sleep on the outside on the concrete floor. And Edward just getting back up immediately from it. And CM Punk not letting up. He's not giving any wiggle room, any chance to breathe at this current point in time. And again with the elbow strikes and the kicks. Shining Wizard straight to the head. CM Punk now getting the shovel again and now attacking that knee. Edward has had knee injuries across COEW Wrestling with knee braces and stuff, so targeting the knees is probably not the best for Edward's health. But Edward quickly throwing away CM Punk, looking like he's limping there a little bit. That could have been me seeing things though, but just like the legs walking a little bit gingerly from his previous attacks, and a quick suplex from behind. And Edward looking to grab a chair from catering right there. And immediately walloping on CM Punk. Almost trying to smash his head there. I don't know if he missed or not. And a quick drop kick to take down. And launching up CM Punk. Lumber powerbomb on the back. That move has put away so many people and has led to so many back injuries in the past. And CM Punk looking for another GTS. Could he land it? Yes, he does. Please, can security get backstage? We need to separate these two right now. Alright, well, while the security is handling that backstage, the problem backstage, we're now going into our next match here tonight. We'll have updates, as I have said probably previously, that we will have updates on both wrestlers' health, as CM Punk did smack Edward P123 with a shovel a fuck ton of times, and also CM Punk did get hit with a chair a couple of times and had his spine, and also been dropped on the head, his head first into concrete. But enough of that for now. We're now going to focus on our women's match here tonight. It is Zera, the former women's champion, COEW Wrestling Women's Championship of COEW Wrestling. Lost it actually on the last show, the special show, against Sparkle Siren, who is in the main event tonight. And Zera wants to get... Zera demanded a match, essentially, tonight. They were very pissed off. They went to management and they were like, look, you give me a match tonight, or I'm going to go and find Sparkle Siren, and I will fuck her shit up. Paraphrasing, of course. But that is essentially what happened. And, you know, we already know what sort of backstage environment we have, because, you know, the fucking brawl that happened earlier. So, in management said, look, we'll give you your match, as long as you stay away from Sparkle Siren, we'll give you your match tonight to just cool off, and this is what this is. Zera wants a match to prove that it wasn't a fluke that she won the COEW Wrestling Women's Championship in the Chaos Chamber, which nobody thinks is a fluke anyway, because that was a lot to go through to get that title. But she is still, at least to herself, wanting to prove that she is the top lady in the women's division, and she's going against a tough challenge in Asuka, the Empress of Tomorrow. And oh boy, since the last time we've seen Asuka, things have changed a little bit. Asuka dancing down to the ring with a mask on and everything, and embracing the darkness within inside of her. And honestly, like, this version of Asuka is probably more dangerous and unpredictable, but I'm not sure Zera could properly prepare for Asuka. Like, there was the saying, nobody's ready for Asuka, but literally, this is the first time we're having Asuka back after she, like, embraced this new version of her. And I guess, like, the best way to describe it is, I wouldn't want to put my best enemies against Asuka. So, having Asuka fighting against Zera, this is a battle between two vicious wrestlers who will probably make this super entertaining, and immediately Zera just running with a knee strike straight to the head. And like I said, Zera out of the gate, frustrated, mad, losing the belt before, and is now just taking out on Asuka. And Asuka can probably weather down the storm. It's probably why Asuka was chosen to be Zera's opponent, honestly. But we'll see how it goes from here. Zera is the one dominating so far by just choking, punching, launching herself at Asuka, just immediately taking out all the frustrations of losing the Women's Championship that she worked so hard for many years. Or not even many years, it was not even like a year, just working hard across the entire season, only to really get at the end to then this happen. And immediately a powerbomb taking down Asuka. Asuka not really fighting back that much, which is a surprise. Probably because Zera is all over Asuka as much as she possibly can, stomping down on the hands right there, going in for the cover, and a kick out at Zero. That's what I expected, honestly. And Asuka trying to go in for a leg kick, but into a grapple there. Being thrown into the corner. Asuka then getting shouldered into the corner with like the shoulder going into the abdomen. And Asuka finally getting a boot up, finally getting some breathing room to actually deal some offense and a kick to the spine. And I was trying to wrench the arm out of the shoulder, like the arm out of the shoulder, arm out of the socket, which could dislocate it, which can heavily impact Zera's ability to do certain moves, especially the pedigree, as what Zera tries to do. And Asuka immediately landing a fury of kicks with a spinning heel kick straight to the back of the back on the skull. Asuka quickly dragging in Zera into the middle of the ring. Stomp on the mask, on the face. Even if though there's a mask there, there's slight protection, but it's still, you're driving the full mask directly on the nose. It's not that much protection, it's just some. And immediately Zera getting out of that submission hold that could have snapped the arms. Quickly with a kick to blow off Asuka, but Asuka quickly would tackle a spear to take down Zera. And Asuka looking for the Asuka lock. Locking it in tight, locking in for a submission attempt. Could this be it? Could Zera tap out or pass out? And Asuka releases it. Asuka wanting to deal more punishment and again targeting the shoulder, trying to yank the arm out, trying to pop that shoulder a little bit. As you can see with the Asuka lock, she grabs one arm to hook it away from the opponents and then wrapping the other arm around to start the choke. Weakening the arms make it easier to be malleable when it comes to these submissions. And again, targeting the arm, like the other arm now, putting Zera through excruciating pain probably and making it harder to do grapples. And again, looking for the Asuka lock one more time, but Zera counteracts it with an elbow straight to the eye socket and a quick knee straight to the chest, axe kick straight to the back of the head. Zera now back in control. Zera going around back for a back grapple, looking for a inverted suplex right there. Asuka quickly getting back up. Zera probably looking for the pedigree there, but Asuka quickly landing a flurry of strikes and quickly being sent to the outside of the ring. Zera following suit onto the outside of the ring, going for a kick to the gut, looking for a powerbomb move on the outside. Batista bomb on the outer ring, looking for a pedigree to the outside to Asuka, nailing it with perfection. All Zera needs to do is get in the ring and leave Asuka to the outside to get the count-out win. But Zera, I don't think, wants to do that. Yeah, as you can see, Zera throwing Asuka back into the ring. Zera does not want to win that way. Zera wants to be called the best for a reason and wants to prove that she can hang with every single person in the division and that she should be champion right now. And getting a count-out win, that's like a fluke victory. Even though it's a victory, it's like, oh, you won by a count-out. And that's why she threw Asuka back into the ring, looking for a second pedigree, trying to nail it down. Both women down on the mat. But Zera looking for the pinfall right there. This could be it. 1, 2, 3. And a win to Zera. What a win. I don't know why there's subtitles there. But that is a great win for Zera, getting the dub here tonight. And Zera stopping on the ramp for some reason. Well, not on the ramp, but by ringside. Oh, for fuck's sake, Zera. Why are you bringing in the steel chair? Come on. That is enough. Stop with the chair. Gee, don't hit the ref. Zera attacking Asuka straight after the match. Our semi-main event is now a Cultivated Wrestling showcase match with 4 debuting superstars, and already I can tell which one of them freaks we're having here tonight. It is called the Boogeyman. He is making his debut into Cultivated Wrestling today. And if you don't know who the Boogeyman is, he's the Boogeyman. He's coming to get you. And he's got some of them worms in his mouth, if you know what I'm saying. And now he's got that clock, the Boogeyman clock that is doing the Boogeyman things. This man is devious. He hunts people, whether good or bad, and he hopefully doesn't smash that man. And he smashed the pop in the back side of his head. Just want to point out, COEW Wrestling, which I may not have pointed out earlier on in the show or beforehand, but it has been revealed on COEW Wrestling Media socials that whoever wins this showcase match will face Ilya Dragunov, who won the last COEW Wrestling showcase match, in a number one contenders for the COEW Wrestling Heavyweight Championship next week. That is what's going to be happening. So this match is essentially like a qualifier for the number one's contendership match. And if the Boogeyman wins, we're getting Boogeyman versus Ilya Dragunov. And I don't know about you, but I would love to see that. In fact, I'd love to see anyone in this match fight against Ilya Dragunov. It's just the Boogeyman is the most absurd one. Like, this man is worms out of it, like every single pocket. He has a fucking heart necklace that he came out with just then. Like, that's crazy. But from one extreme to the other, we have got the best bout machine. We got the cleaner Kenny Omega making his debut in COEW Wrestling. This man has avoided us for so long. He was in the other company with the 3 letters that we won't talk about. A former IWGP Heavyweight Champion, former IWGP Intercontinental Champion, former IWGP United States Champion, former Tag Team Champion in the company with the 3 letters that we don't talk about, a former World Champion in TNA, and also in the company with the 3 letters that we won't talk about, former AAA Heavyweight Champion as well, Kenny Omega, the belt collector himself. And when we gave that nickname to Jim, because Jim came in with the Progress Wrestling Championship and then won the Heavyweight Championship in his second match on the show, and then just kept holding on to belts, this man right here is the definition of the belt collector, as he held on to 4 world titles at the same time. Well, really 3 if you count the fact that he held on to 2 world titles in one company, but that is still 4 belts around this one man at like one point in the year. Well, it's not even one point, for like a while in the year, whilst he was gathering gold and being the best wrestler in the world. And he's now here in COEW Wrestling, and he has the opportunity to get another world title if he wins this match. And that is a high possibility, but another leader of Bullet Club, or a former leader of Bullet Club, as I should say, because Kenny was a former leader, AJ Styles, as well as another one. Jesus Christ, the pyro budget has gone through the fucking roof with this man's entrance. He is the phenomenal one. The OC? Who is the OC? Apparently the OC is being represented here tonight. But yeah, former leader of Bullet Club, current leader of the OC, I guess. Marching his way down to the ring. AJ, I cannot remember if he has debuted in COEW Wrestling, but if he has, he's only had 1 or 2 matches, and he's been gone for like most of, like, if not like all the seasons that have been documented. So AJ, having his full proper debut here tonight, wanting to get some gold underneath his belt, wanting to get a victory, proving why he is the phenomenal one and why he's been everywhere and been a main player in every single company that he's been in. And he's going to, at least tonight, try to get at least a chance to get a shot at the COEW Wrestling Heavyweight Championship. But now, the Archer of Infamy is coming out next. It is Damian Priest. This man, former world champion in a company with the 3 letters that we cannot mention because I do not want to get sued. And this man is a fucking beast. He is a former North American champion as well, to categorize all of it. Known as Punishment Martinez for most of his career, actually, before he went to the big leagues. And Damian, I don't want to say, like, Damian is not going to win this match. But, like, the Boogeyman and Damian Priest, like, he has more odds against, like, winning. But, like, there's Kenny Omega and AJ Styles in this. And I don't think... Actually, no. Damian Priest has beat AJ Styles in a 6-man match. So he has beaten Styles before. He's never wrestled Omega and never wrestled the Boogeyman. Kenny and AJ used to be friends until, like, you know, Kenny betrayed AJ Styles, kicking him out of Bullet Club, so there might be hidden resentment there. And Boogeyman is just like, I don't fucking know, man. Like, we're just going to see if the Boogeyman has boogie minutes and getting the win, you know what I'm saying? But everybody in this match has a clear advantage. Damian Priest's strength, mind games is the Boogeyman. AJ Styles, more technical skills, and Kenny Omega is just striking ability out of all of them. For all of their strengths across them. I think Damian could try to outmuscle people to get the victory, but also I think Kenny Omega can dispatch that immediately with his ring IQ and V-triggers that he can land at any possible second. AJ, very good at being technical, can outsmart his way around and pick off people one by one. And the Boogeyman, I don't know. He'll probably shove worms up someone's ass. Like, I don't fucking know at this point with him. But immediately, Kenny trying to get a kendo stick on the outside, trying to get a weapon to equalize the odds a little bit. And a clothesline to the outside from Damian Priest to the Boogeyman. And Damian Priest launching himself over the ropes at the Boogeyman. To the outside. This is awesome coming from the crowd. Cameraman in perfect position right there. But quickly Damian Priest going after AJ Styles, going for another weapon. The Boogeyman trying to stay on the outside, and Kenny Omega trying to launch himself over, but the Boogeyman just walked away from it. And Kenny Omega ate shit on the floor. High risk moves. That's why you need to be prepared for high risk moves, because if it goes wrong, you crash and burn. Boogeyman looking for a powerbomb. AJ trying to go for the same move that Kenny did. But that didn't work. Kenny Omega back first into the fucking ring apron, being powerbombed. Kenny, the Boogeyman, AJ, and Kenny all fighting around the steel steps at the moment. Damian Priest looking to take the Boogeyman. Oh, not into the ring, just smashing his head there and just going, yeah! At the floor right there, just screaming. I can tell I have ears on him by the commentary table. And AJ Styles looking to pick up that kendo stick that Kenny Omega tried to use on him earlier, but Kenny immediately going to AJ. Them two like magnets right now from their history in New Japan. Quickly going down. AJ quickly with a punch to the face of Kenny Omega. Kenny being thrown into steel steps. And another thing, like another fun fact, Kenny was planning to quit wrestling before he had his match with AJ Styles, where I think AJ like convinced him not to quit wrestling. Like that's, I think, true. These two wrestlers have been tied to each other for a long, long time, and like that's probably why they're going after each other, because they know that each other can be, like, they claim to be the best wrestlers alive, and obviously they want to prove that, and taking out the best in the competition, in their opinion, would probably be a good starting point. And the Boogeyman just threw a baseball bat at Kenny Omega and is fighting him on the outside. Meanwhile, Calf Crusher inside the ring. Damian Priest does have his foot on the ropes, but it is a fatal four-way match, which means rope breaks do not fucking matter. You have your foot on the ropes, son, you're gonna have your fucking foot broken if you don't get that shit sorted. But Damian Priest quickly got out of it, suplex down into the canvas, and immediately Kenny Omega looking for a Hadouken on the outside, but then quickly getting turned around, going into a chokehold, and a quick chair shot to the back of the head of Kenny, and then straight to the face. Damian Priest looking to dish out some damage. And again, both Damian looking to taunt there, but AJ looking for the rack attack, spinning around, almost landing the back of his head on the corner of the announce table there. I'm not sure if he did or not, but that could have been seriously dangerous for that. And a quick V-trigger running knee strike to Damian Priest. AJ being thrown into the ring. The Boogeyman being thrown into the steps. Kenny Omega looking for another weapon again. The devious bastard. And a quick kendo stick shot straight to the liver of AJ Styles. Quickly, Damian Priest throwing Kenny Omega into the ring. Punch straight to the face. AJ going for a roundhouse kick over, but I quickly missed. Elbow strike straight to the face of AJ Styles, and quickly Kenny Omega dishing out some damage in the corner with some precise kicks to the gut of the Boogeyman. And then quickly taking down AJ Styles as well. Kenny Omega should, in my opinion, focus on the Boogeyman. The Boogeyman is in the ring. If he can get the Boogeyman down, he can quickly get a pinfall whilst the other two are distracted on the outside. Meanwhile, AJ Styles is whacking Damian Priest with that kendo stick, bending it out of shape, and the Boogeyman landing a splash in the ring, flatliner on the kendo stick on the outside. And immediately, choke bomb, Boogeyman looking for the pin, grabbing them titties as he does it, and quickly Kenny Omega breaks up the pinfall, well, not breaks up the pinfall, kicks out before Damian Priest can even break up the pinfall. Looking for the Razor's Edge, homage to Scott Hall, may he rest in peace, quickly taking down the Boogeyman. Kenny Omega is out of it completely at the moment. Kenny Omega just left the ring, I think, when the pinfall happened, because he saw AJ Styles coming after him, but Damian Priest got the win here tonight and will be fighting against Ilya Dragunov next week for the #1 contenders for the Cult of Edward Wrestling Heavyweight Championship. And it is time, it's main event time. Welcome to Cult of Edward Wrestling's main event. It is Sparkle Siren coming out next, our new Cult of Edward Wrestling Women's Champion. And also, fun fact, the only champion that has actually wrestled on the show. CM Punk was meant to come out earlier, but, you know, the incident backstage, which we have confirmed that, unfortunately, Edward P123 might have re-aggravated knee injury. We're looking into that a little bit more as time goes on. But CM Punk, we don't know any more updates on CM Punk, but it should be fine. And that is fucking terrifying. That, like, just in complete darkness, Sparkle having that title and just staring with the eyes in the shadows. But yeah, the current update consensus for at least Edward P123 is that he might have reactivated one of his knee injuries. We hope that that is not the case, and we will continue to monitor the situation and bring you more information on potential injuries that has happened because of the fight. Also, Cult of Edward Wrestling Management are looking to see what they're going to do as a punishment for both superstars for getting in a fight backstage, as we do not condone violence backstage in any capacity. But that's besides the point. We're here for the women's match, and our new champion Sparkle Siren making her way into the ring, being in the main event, not defending the women's championship, but is fighting against a former women's champion in Io Sky, who actually had experience winning I think a Chaos Chamber to win the belt. In fact, one of the original ones, I believe. Sparkle Siren has celebrated all throughout the weeks with this title, claiming that it is back where it rightfully belongs and that she's going to make the women's division a better place, that she is now back where she belongs on top of the mountain. As we've seen, Sarah has attacked Asuka with a chair earlier. We'll have more medical updates on Asuka in case if Asuka's gotten injured. But Zara has been evacuated from the building, or not evacuated, but forced out of the building due to the actions that she has displayed in her match against Asuka. So there is no reason for Zara to disrupt this match. This match will be completely void of Zara potentially meddling with it, which gives me some reassurance if the security would actually do their job and make sure that Zara doesn't get back in the building, but we will see how that goes. But Io Sky entering in this ring, and Io Sky, I want to point out, is a lot different since we last seen her. Before, she was just a Sky Princess, I think, with like the mask that she had worn in Japan, but now she is full-on damage control leader of a faction and just taking names wherever she can go. And even by the entrance, like, she was pretty much showing that she can be crazy. She can be wild and be unpredictable. And Sparkle Siren immediately going from corner to corner, tackling Io Sky in there. Sparkle definitely having the strength advantage compared to the two, but Io Sky, agility, possibly strikes, in my opinion, better than Sparkle's because of that stardom and like Joshi wrestling background that she has gotten. Like in Joshi wrestling in Japan, you need to be tough or you're fucked when it comes to wrestling there. They are brutal as hell, and Io Shirai was one of the best wrestlers to do it in Joshi wrestling, and is a multiple-time world champion because of that background. Yeah, Io Sky looking for Hurricanrana, taking down Sparkle Siren, and looking to land a dropkick straight to the spine. Trying to chop down the champion as it currently stands. Throwing to the outside real quick. Punch around the side of the head. Looking for a stunner, taking down not Io Sky. Taking down Sparkle Siren. Sparkle Siren with a punch straight to the side of the head. And a straight jacket suplex onto the floor. Again, these mats on the outside, I want to reiterate, are thin mats. They are concrete underneath them. It does not protect you that much. It helps you a little bit, but it does not really do much. It is super thin, and it's super, like, you still feel all the impact from, like, landing on the ground. So moves done onto the outside can still be super painful, and it's a 5 count by the ref at the moment. These two women need to get back into the ring, or we can risk a double count out, which is something that both superstars would not want. Sparkle Siren immediately getting back in the ring at 7. And Sparkle actually waiting for Io Sky to get back into the ring on her own accord. And Io Sky quickly rushing in, throwing Sparkle into the ropes. And a flapjack straight down into the canvas. Going in for the cover right here. Maybe not even to get a win, but just to tire out. Because kicking out constantly of pinfalls can tire you out. You still need to use energy to push someone's body off of you, or like lift a shoulder. And that's what's happening here. Io Sky using, again, speed, going down underneath, leaping over, and then going down with another flapjack. And going after the legs right here, looking to break that knee a little bit more. Torturing the leg. Sparkle Siren, lifting up Sparkle. Thrown into the corner. And immediately going up to the top rope. Punch to the face. What is Io Sky planning? Both women standing up on the top. Spanish fly off of the top rope down to the canvas below. Io risking it all. Looking for possibly the moonsault to end the match. Oh, and Sparkle Siren just manages to get out just in the nick of time. And immediately Io going in for a submission attempt, locking it in, trying to choke out Sparkle Siren. Sparkle not being able to reach for the ropes, they take it at the moment, despite being close. Io quickly breaking up the submission, probably feeling like it was getting a little bit loose and nothing was happening there. And immediately with a dropkick, Io still fighting with all she can to make sure that Sparkle does not get an advantage in this match, does not get an opportunity to outsmart her, and quickly with a suicide dive, but Sparkle just sidestepping out of the way. And oh no, that's the announce table. Sparkle, I don't know if that was out of frustration or not. Io Shirai again with a suicide dive that missed, and with a senton from Sparkle to the outside. Sparkle looking to now stomp to the back of the shoulder blades, bouncing that head off of the floor like a ping pong ball, like boing, 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 boing. I ain't really doing well for anyone. 5 count by the referee. One of these women needs to get back into the ring. Wasting time on the outside like this isn't going to help. Oh, and Sparkle chooses to, instead of using the table, to actually throw both superstars back into the ring. Probably a good idea, in my opinion. 1, 2, a kick out of 2 right there. We thought Io was knocked out a little bit, or at least I did, and that didn't really happen. Elbow strike straight across the throat. If you cannot breathe, if you cut off the breathing, that stops, like disables everything. You need to be able to breathe in order to do stuff. And a shining wizard straight from Sparkle Siren, going in for the cover. That was the same move that I think helped secure the win before against Zera, and Sparkle winning in your main event as a championship victory, holding up the title. Oh, Oscar, what is Oscar doing here? We thought that Oscar was taken out. Oscar looking for a title shot straight to the side of the head. What the fuck? Well, we know the number one's contender is Dakota Kai. Maybe Oscar came out. I don't understand that.